right, Ronald. I've got a bit on your films, Ronald.
Hello there, GB here, and welcome to Fast Forward, where we follow up on episodes of Rewind Classic Movies to look at what happened after those iconic films came out. Today, we're diving back into the world of Roland Emmerich, the director of the Stargate movie in 1994. We'll look at how it was planned to be a trilogy, the TV series, the reboot, and then have a wander around some of his other movies, as well as some of his incredibly interesting unrealised projects. AJ, you've got a few things up your sleeve, haven't you?
I have. Including the fact that I just called him Ronald.
Literally, as we about to start to record, we went, I've got some stuff about Ronald's films.
Ronald Emmerich. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, dear. Before we get into the TV stuff, right, you're going to handle the TV series.
I was going to talk about the TV series, but yeah, go on, tell me.
I thought it would be interesting to talk about the lawsuit.
I had no idea there was a lawsuit.
Well, me neither. But so the movie came out in 94 and very early 95. A high school teacher filed a lawsuit. This guy was called Omar Zudi, is my best pronunciation of his name. Apologies if I get that wrong. So he filed this lawsuit against the filmmakers, claiming that they stole the plot and the story of his 1984 film script as the basis for the Stargate, and therefore the Stargate franchise and everything that came afterwards.
Okay.
Now, his 1984 film script was called Egyptscape. And if ever there was a one-word title that would make you go, oh, that could be about Stargate, that's pretty much it.
Interesting.
That's all the information I have.
Oh, right.
Apart from they settled it out of court, which generally to me always says, yep.
We nicked it. Yep. Yeah, if you've settled, that's definitely, there was a case there, and we made it go away quickly and quietly.
So that's the first thing that happened when we fast forward from the movie in 1995. Then, of course, we get the TV series. When was the TV series? Because for me as a kid, it was almost always something that was there.
Yeah, totally. It was always on, right? And it started in 97, right, and lasted, get this, until 2007. And this is just Stargate SG-1, right? That's the big series that we've all seen and watched.
I'm going to get something wrong now. There was a series called DSV. That wasn't Stargate. That was Seagate, right? Seagate DSV? That was a different thing altogether.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was Rod Schneider. Fucking hell. Who's Roy Schneider?
God knows. DSV. DSV.
Sequest DSV.
Sequest. God, I don't know what that is. Which I probably should if it's in
Roy
the
Schneider,
sea. Yeah. And they dive, do they, or something?
And Michael Ironside, yeah.
God.
Anyway, we're not talking about that.
No, we're not. We're talking about Stargate. And there's because you got SG-1 right now. It had 10 seasons, believe it or not. 10
bloody hell
seasons. That's a lot of seasons. 214 episodes. Right? That is mental. And it racked up 8 Emmy nominations.
Wow.
Over the time. I mean, that's heavyweight. And I
just have it down as a little kids' entertainment show.
No, it was huge. This is humongous. The film pales in comparison compared to that. And then you had Stargate Atlantis, which again I've not seen Stargate Atlantis, but
that's
5 seasons. 5 seasons, 100 episodes, 2004 until 2009. And I know that Jason Momoa was in it.
Oh, really?
That was his original sort of finding his feet in acting kind of before he blew up in, I don't know, whatever it is he blew up. I know Jason Momoa was in it. And then you've got something called Stargate Universe, which I've not really heard about either, and I've certainly not seen. And there was only 2 seasons of that, but still 40 episodes. So they were huge, basically Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. They're massive, massive, big vehicles. It must have made a lot of money over the years. And I love them. You had the guy from MacGyver in it. Anderson? Can't think of his name off the top of my head. Something Anderson, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was great as the O'Neill character, and then you've still got the Daniels guys. So you've got the same sort of characters, obviously different actors now, but the same sort of characters are there. But I seem to remember that they go to it's not just Egypt they go to lots of different worlds. It's not just a link between these two worlds. That they can just basically put in any sequence of things and they end up in lots of different places, if I remember rightly. So yeah, quite a cool thing. I really enjoyed it watching it as a kid, for sure.
I've just seen that there are two more movies in the Stargate lineup. Both in 2008. One called Stargate: The Ark of Truth, and one called Stargate Continuum. They look like straight to DVD, same cast as the TV show.
Both of them had a budget of $7 million.
Oh, okay.
Each.
Not a lot.
Not a lot at all. So that does sound like straight to video, doesn't it?
I mean, it almost sounds like 2 episodes of the TV show put onto a DVD.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Well, they did. Do you remember when they did like the not Star Wars movie, the X-Files movie?
Yes.
It's just a really long episode. You know?
But at least they were standalone.
True.
But yes, that's it. Did you watch that? You were a big fan of the TV show?
I definitely watched it. I enjoyed it. I don't know. The thing is, the concept of series and stuff back then, it was just something that was on the telly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm invested, this is series 1 and there's a canon. I didn't really know what a series was, I don't think. It was just, it's Stargate's on. You might miss a few. I don't ever think like, oh Christ, what have I missed? I think they're all pretty standalone as well, in a way. I could be wrong. I wouldn't say like I was really into it, but it was on, it's on the telly. I'll watch that.
What blows my mind about it is that they decided to use the same characters from the movie. So you've got Jack O'Neill and Daniel Jackson, and they just recast them.
Yep.
With completely different people for TV. And it's like, why would you not just start fresh?
A different crew. All right,
Yeah.
You still got the Stargate, and that's a thing that happened because apparently it's set like a year after the events of the original movie. So why not just go, this is the other crew. This is another army captain person and another hieroglyphic specialist and the other people that go with it. I think they've got an alien with them. I think they've got like
yes.
TLC.
That's it, Christopher Judge. Yeah.
Him. He's one of the natives. Bring one of the natives along.
He's the main person I remember from the TV show.
Well, he's quite big and tall and imposing, and you didn't fuck with him.
Exactly. And I was almost expecting him to turn up in the movie. That was my kind of memory of it so much.
Okay.
But I just think it makes sense to keep those characters if you have Kurt Russell and James Spader coming back for the TV show. But when you're recasting everyone, just what's the point? But for me, it ran for 10 series. Who are we to critique it?
I mean, so
and it was
what
huge.
A legacy.
This was before TV was. I don't want to say before TV was big, but now we have real premium quality cinematic level TV shows like that go beyond. Even like the X-Files was. What year was SG-1?
1997. Didn't I say just now?
So this does come like post X-Files, big storytelling.
The first time I really garnered or sort of cottoned on to series as a thing was 24. That was the one for me where this is you're right,
and mainly because of Alicia Cuthbert. I'll be honest.
And God, so I mean, and now you watch it and go, God, this is actually the filmmaking here is not particularly brilliant.
Oh really?
Yeah, I watched it.
It's so gripping.
Definitely, it's because it's so documentary. It's all this. This basically, it's a documentary. It's a documentary.
They perfected the cliffhanger. That was the thing for me. Like anything that came afterwards, like Lost, that was huge kind of binge TV, and people couldn't wait to watch it week to week. Came like things like 24. I mean, I had it on VHS. It was my first 24 viewing, and it was like you're going to go through a whole cassette now, like you would do with Netflix, and it was sort of the beginning of that kind of vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
Amazing TV.
Well, good.
Yeah. So that's the TV show. Any more on TV?
No, that's it. I mean, huge. I was staggered by actually how big it was. I had no idea. I know SG-1 was big, but I had no idea it was that big. And it's the same with Atlantis. I mean, that 5 seasons, 100 episodes. That is not a short run. That is a big old run.
And apparently, the Atlantis fed off of something that happened in SG-1, I think, and they discovered underwater version of it all. And that intrigues me. I'll be honest. I'm kind of curious to see what that's like.
Do they send some people through and then they just didn't come back, and
I don't know.
they were drowned.
But looks like there's a few main arcs within the main TV show of SG-1. Might have to see if there's some viewing of that. But yeah, it still blows my mind about the actors not coming back, and this whole idea of it being a trilogy. So the movie's 94, the TV series is 97. You sort of think by that point you've given up on making the trilogy to a degree because you've already recast everyone. But so I'll talk about the trilogy. So Comic-Con, it's 2006. So this is 12 years after the original film's out, and Dean Devlin, who co-wrote, I think he was basically the writer, but he's kind of Roland Emmerich's right-hand man for a lot of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, for the first one.
Yeah, he said that they were in early discussions with the rights holders, who was MGM, about bringing the final two parts of the movie to the cinema. And that they wanted to set it about 12 years after the original, which is exactly where they were in real time, which seems a bit of a stretch now. And they wanted Jackson to make a discovery that led him back to Earth and uncovering a new Stargate. And they were going to switch up the mythology from the Egyptians to be something different, which is kind of, I guess, what they did with the TV series with Atlantis and all that kind of stuff. This is where it gets weird. He wanted Kurt Russell and James Spader to come back, and he publicly said that they were interested. I don't know. I don't know how that would have happened. Maybe it would be a money thing, but it feels like the too long after the event for it to be a thing, especially when the lead characters are already in this TV show. And apparently he said that the new movies, the 2 and 3, wouldn't step on what the TV show did, even though they've got different actors and storylines that could be hard to line up. So I don't know what the plan was. Obviously it hasn't happened. There keeps being the occasional talk about it happening. Would you watch, given that we rated Stargate, I gave it a C, you gave it a bit of a reluctant B, would you watch another let's ask this question. Would you have watched a Stargate sequel if it came out at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. And a third
if it came out at the time. Yeah.
Would you watch it now?
I would, for curiosity purposes.
Does that depend on it having Kurt Russell and James Spader, or would you watch it anyway?
No, I think I'd probably end up watching if it just happened to be on Netflix or something. I wouldn't go out of my way. I would definitely probably go out of my way if it had Kurt Russell and James Spader, because I'd like to see how they did it.
I was just going to say, even though I gave it a C, if you told me that Kurt Russell made another Stargate movie now, I'd probably be quite early in the line to go.
I mean, to be honest, any Kurt Russell movie I'll fucking go and watch. I mean, it's just brilliant. Yeah.
So then things get even more weird, and we talk about the reboot now. So 2013, and Roland Emmerich said that he and MGM were planning a new Stargate as a reboot with a new trilogy. It's like he's gone, fuck, I didn't do that original trilogy in time. I know, I'll start a new one. A year later, it was announced that MGM and Warner Brothers were partnering together for a reboot with Roland Emmerich directing and Devlin producing. Then 2016 comes, and Devlin tells Empire that the plans to make a reboot and a potential new series have stalled. So then let's fast forward to 2023, and now apparently MGM are rebooting a lot of their film franchises for film and TV, which includes Stargate. So that was 3 years ago. And I'm thinking, if it hasn't happened by now...
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe it'll.
What's the love for it? Does it endure? That's my question. Would it be relevant to a new audience? I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, look, a lot of our Patreons liked the original.
True.
So that's
we were out of touch. They all gave it A.
Yeah, you gave it a C, I gave it a B. I mean, I think a lot of people have got a lot of love for it. I think it would be interesting to do a remake. I think it could be done well. I think the chances of it being done well are probably small, as quite often a lot of these new remakes that are coming out, or reboots or whatever you want to call them, they're not particularly good. But no, there you go. I don't know. There was also, did you clock there was like an animated series as well? They did like a Stargate Infinity, which was an animated thing. There was only one season of 26 episodes, but like Christ, they milked it. I mean, they milked it. So why not make the reboot? Yeah, go on, get it done. I'll go and watch it. Bugger it.
Who would you cast if you could fan cast a reboot of Kurt Russell and James Spader's roles? Who would you come up with?
So I'd have to get them young kind of thing. What I mean is the reboot. So it's not, we're not casting the same actors. Jesus.
Yeah, new actors.
That's really interesting. I'll have Henry Cavill as O'Neill.
Oh yeah.
It's just the square jaw bit, and he can play quite serious, like Witcher. Fuck. That kind of, doesn't say much. I like that. The hieroglyphics guy. I don't know. Daniel. I don't know. God, I don't know.
I was thinking Oscar Isaac in the Kurt Russell role.
Oh, no, sorry. I just thought Tom Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Holland? Hollander? Tom Holland. No, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Hollander's the other guy. Holland. Him. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, not. Yeah. No. Yes.
Funny you say that. I was thinking Andrew Garfield.
Oh.
2 Spider-Men.
Yes. Right.
Or I tell you who I think would be really good at it. It'd be Donald Gleeson.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Get it made.
Yeah.
I mean, I still want it to be Kurt Russell in an 80s Kurt Russell mode, but there we are.
Yeah, I know, right? That would be quite good. I mean, look what they did with Harrison Ford. I mean, they de-aged him for the latest Dial of Destiny. Do that. Yeah. Kurt Russell, de-age him. He's woken up from the sarcophagus, and he's like, I don't know. I mean, that would be quite cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's talk about Roland Emmerich and some of Roland Emmerich's movies. You're going to go through the movies he did make, and I'll go through the movies he didn't make.
Nice. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
All right. So after Stargate, and just quickly touching base on a few bits and pieces, straight into Independence Day, 96. What a film. 75 million budget.
God.
817 million.
Whoa.
Worldwide.
I mean, even now, that's big numbers.
Mental numbers. I mean, the opening weekend, it made 50 million.
And that's 96.
That's 96. Right. Won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects. Nominated for Best Sound. So it was 2 years after Stargate. And, basically, Independence Day, bam, there we go. And, now, he invents the whole idea of blow up modern landmarks. And, how can we blow up the world in a variety of different ways? Or how can the world come to harm? That's that. It's not just people. It's no, the world, fuck it. We'll go, we'll go with the world.
It's funny, you what, 800 million, you said?
817.4 million worldwide.
So a year later, you get Titanic in the first $1 billion movie.
Whoa.
Weren't far off, were they?
People are getting invested in cinema, aren't they? They've realised that actually, if we step up the game and make it huge, people will come.
If you build it,
people will come. After that...
What do you think of Independence Day?
Oh, God, all right, brilliant.
Oh, it's classic, isn't it?
Because, it's got...
Will Smith.
No, not Will Smith. The other guy.
Jeff Goldblum.
That's the one. Thank you. He's got him in it, and he just plays it great.
Do you know what's interesting though, when you think about it, is Will Smith is basically what Kurt Russell should have been, and Jeff Goldblum is James Spader.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the military guy and
the
nerdy
military guy and the nerdy guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
We're good at this podcast stuff,
aren't we?
Look at us analysing movies.
Oh, I know. Bloody hell. I like Independence Day. It's great. Welcome to Earth. Bam.
Yeah. I mean, as a kid, that was what a fun movie.
Great. And there's that speech he gives at towards the end. He's the president, isn't he? He's president, and he gets in the fighter jet and stuff, and gives that rousing speech.
Bill Paxton.
That's the one. I solidly like Independence Day.
Quick, let's do a quick rating.
Oh, Independence Day?
A.
Yeah.
Yep. I could be tempted to an S if I watched it again and really liked it, but
I think I've definitely seen it enough times to know that it's not an S, but it's close enough. But no, A. And then after Independence Day comes Godzilla, 1998, 125 million budget, so budget's gone up. Worldwide, 376 million.
Ooh. Music by David Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not making a lot of money.
It's not making a huge amount of money.
Double it for marketing.
Yep. I don't think I've seen it, or if I have, it's not stayed with me.
I saw it, found it instantly forgettable. Matthew Broderick.
Is it Broderick? Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, don't. Not. Don't know that one. Couldn't rate it because I don't know. What would you rank it?
I'll see.
Fair enough. Yeah. After that, Patriot 2000.
Mel Gibson.
And
Heath Ledger.
Oh shit! It's Heath Ledger in it.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't looked at the cast. In fairness, I'm just pulling numbers and films. Budget 110 million, worldwide 215.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, again. But 3 Oscar nominations, including cinematography and original score. John Williams.
Oh, bloody hell!
And he's not blowing up the world for a change.
Yeah.
He's doing historical sort of war epic, rather than how's the world going to end.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it. This came out when I was working. I was managing a video store, and it came out, and we didn't have that many copies of it in, and I just never actually bothered to watch it.
I don't think I've seen it either.
A bit too serious for me back then.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't Independence Day.
Just blow the fucking world up.
Yeah,
Aliens.
American Civil War. Or whatever
I think so. Yeah. It's
No,
like I'm going to cast an Australian.
Yeah. Do you know what I really want? I want some sort of world-ending disaster movie.
Which came next?
Oh yeah,
Day After Tomorrow, 2004.
Now, this was this like not the first big like world-ending movie, but it was kind of up there as one of the pinnacle of
Deep Impact. I remember it was
a big era for it, wasn't it?
Deep Impact and Armageddon. They must have been around. That must have been around before the Day After Tomorrow. I don't know what year they were released, but that must have been I reckon they were probably around the same time, those two things, and that was like the big sort of world-ending films. But that
end
was
of the 90s, early 2000s. It was all about
the
disaster.
world ending,
and Roland Emmerich's name was on everything.
And it was the Day After Tomorrow, though 2004, budget 125 million, worldwide 552.6 million.
That's not bad.
Opening weekend 68.
The budget for that doesn't seem too bad because that, from memory, that was such an effects-heavy movie with some of the stuff they did with weather. Huge. I mean, they had that where the helicopter freezes and just falls out the sky, and that Ian Holm, and they're all up in that weather station, and they drink the scotch because they know they're about to die. I mean, it's very poignant, that scene. Yeah, I think that's probably a better movie than people probably give it credit for in hindsight.
Oh no, I like it very much. I've watched it a few times. I do like it. In fact, I have watched it within the last couple of years, I would imagine.
Have you?
Because there's a moment as well, they're burning the books, and he's like, no, you can't burn all the books. And then someone says, like, well, all the tax books are over there or something, and then they're like, oh, okay, we can burn them. There's something funny like that, rather than I don't know, if someone was burning like really nice literature, and it's like, yeah, we can just go and burn all the tax records or something, which I thought was quite funny.
Burning books in America,
and then and then a film called 10,000 BC in 2008. Now I don't know this at all. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
In my mind, I get this confused with Year One, which is a very different movie, I think.
Okay.
From my memory, this is one of those that was focused, at least the marketing, around a lot of the CGI type stuff, or like world creation with CGI, if I remember. But never saw it.
Right.
And you know what? The cast is weird. Like, I wouldn't say it was a hugely known cast. I mean, you got Stephen Strait, Camilla Bell, and Cliff Curtis. He's about the only one I really know. I
know. I tell you what, rank Day After Tomorrow. Didn't do that.
Oh, tricky one. I'll probably go B.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a blind rank, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I'll go B.
We haven't seen 10,000 BC.
Never seen it. Can't comment. Can't judge. 2012, 2009.
2012 and the other one, Day After Tomorrow, might blur a bit for me.
They world-ending, basically. Budget 200 million.
Oof.
Worldwide 770.
Nice. That's decent money.
Big money. That was huge. That was huge. John Cusack, I think, is the
hell of a cast in this.
Brilliant.
Cusack, Chiwetel, I can't pronounce his name. I feel awful. Chiwetel Ejiofor. How'd you say it?
That one.
Amanda Peet, Oliver Platt, Tandy Newton, Danny Glover, Woody Harrelson. I mean, Gee whiz.
It's a big old cast. And I
Yeah.
like the Russian guy with the two kids. That's quite funny.
I remember it being a good movie, but bordering on tired of this sort of stuff by this point.
It's definitely like, you've been doing this enough, mate. Like, maybe do something else. Like The Anonymous in 2011.
Oh, really?
Budget
seen
30
that.
million. Gross 15.
Oh, what?
I don't know anything about it. I know it's not blowing a world up.
God, not a bad cast either. You got Rhys Ifans, Vanessa Redgrave, Jolie Richardson.
Whoa, Rhys Ifans.
David
Okay.
Thewlis, and what must have been a young Jamie Campbell Bower, who is Vecna from Stranger Things.
Oh,
Derek,
dude.
Derek Jacobi. Good night, Iggle Biggle.
Derek Jacobi. What a classically trained actor he is.
But it's a period drama
Yes, it
about a
is.
fictionalised version of the life of Edward de Vere, 17th Earl of Oxford. Well, that does not sound interesting at all.
It's weird, isn't it, how directors get... Is it because I'm tired of blowing shit up, so I want to do a period piece?
So it's lost a shitload of money. Did it do well in the reviews? No.
No. Oh, dear. And I think after that, he went back to doing what he does best, which is action, and filmed White House Down.
Now we're talking.
And I think I must have seen it. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you much about it. Budget 150 million, worldwide 205 million. I seem to remember it being a bit like Die Hard, but in the White House.
I'm surprised it did that badly financially.
Is this the one? Right.
Channing
there's-
Tatum, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, it's that one, because there's also one with that Irish-Scottish guy.
Yes, Gerard Butler.
Yeah, which is also about the White House being infiltrated by
That was the
bad
sequel. right?
guys. But no, because what? Oh, maybe it's a sequel. Oh, was it? Olympus Has Fallen, wasn't it called?
That was it.
Well, I don't think
But
it's a
that's-
sequel. I think it's a separate...
No, there was something. There's another Down, isn't there?
Is there? Christ. Do you know what? I don't know. No, isn't it London? Isn't it something...
Yeah. So
Isn't there a sequel?
White House Down was one of two 2013 films that dealt with a terrorist attack on the White House. The other, Olympus Was Fallen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's a completely separate film, but of the same thing. What is it? Why does Hollywood do this? You've got you've got Deep Impact and Armageddon. Is it Armageddon?
Yeah.
Two comet movies same year. You got Ants and It's a Bug's Life. Two animated films about ants. How does this happen? How do they? Yeah, okay, we're gonna make a terrorist movie in the White House. Well, we're gonna make a terrorist movie in the White House. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. So why does that happen?
So we had Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and Angel Has Fallen. I would have sworn they were Down films. Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I don't know. I quite like White House Down. It's got because I like Jamie Foxx. He's great in it. I seem to remember. I think I've maybe seen it once, but I think Jamie Foxx's portrayal as the US president, which is quite an interesting casting. I like that. Yeah.
So that did really badly. How did Olympus Has Fallen do? Much better. 70 million, 170 million profit. Okay. Never mind.
There you go. And then basically, I'm just going to quickly through these because actually I don't know the others. Stonewall, 2015. Worldwide gross 229. 292. Independence Day Resurgence.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it.
I didn't know there was
Which
a
is
second one. I didn't know there was a
weird.
second one. And listen to this. Budget was huge, 165 million. Worldwide, 384. It did well.
I don't know if that's doing well. That's borderline break
Well, no,
even,
but what I mean is I haven't heard of it.
Have you not?
A bit like
I've
I hadn't
of it.
heard of the latest Bourne movie that I watched the other day that was quite frankly shit. But I didn't realise that, yeah.
I was definitely over the period of the Independence Day at that point. Because they brought them... I brought Jeff Goldblum back and Liam Hemsworth steps in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it was bad.
I need to check it out then.
I vaguely remember being disappointed that Jeff Goldblum was in it and it was so bad. But
Midway came after that. Don't know anything about it.
No.
Budget 100 million. Worldwide
Pearl Harbor
126.
thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. And then Moonfall, 2022.
Dreadful.
Recent. Has it? Okay. Budget 150 million. Worldwide 67.
Yeah, really didn't like it. Do you know what's interesting is that on his list of films, the stuff he didn't make is almost better than the stuff he did make.
That's interesting. So tell me some of that then.
Segues nicely.
Doesn't it just? So,
I've pulled together just half a dozen or so things that he was involved with that never got made. So the first one, we're starting in the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. And in 1990, there was a movie called Isobar, which was also called The Train at various points. There was going to be a budget of $90 million. Roland was going to direct it. It was going to be produced by Joel Silver, and it was going to star Sylvester Stallone and Kim Basinger, set on a futuristic train travelling at 1,000 miles an hour. Now, I'm already buying a ticket.
Mate, but that sounds a lot like Snowpiercer.
I'll give you some more information. And you'll sort of go, oh, sounds a bit like snakes on the plane.
There's too many snakes on this motherfucking plane.
That was terrible.
Well, fuck it. It'll do. Well, it's close to it, isn't it?
There are too many snakes on the motherfucking plane. Jim Ools, probably saying his name wrong, who wrote the screenplay for Fight Club, was the original writer, and he described it as, and this is a quote from him, "It was a sci-fi action thriller set in the future in which an altered form of life gets loose on a high-speed runaway underground train. The creature was a humanoid with a genetically altered brain that was intended to be used as the hard drive in an artificial intelligence project." Sounds cool. I'm still on it.
And this is called Isobar.
Yeah.
Man.
Ridley Scott was attached at one point and was quite into it before Emmerich and Devlin took over, and they changed it up quite a bit. So then the creature on board was changed to be a bit more of an evolutionary leap, according to Jim Ools. He said, quotes, "A super adaptive humanoid that was caught thriving outside in an environment that's hostile to humans. It's put onto the train to be transported to a special lab. It breaks free, then it must adapt faster and more dramatically to stay alive inside the train. It requires massive doses of adrenaline to do this, so it kills people to get it." I mean, it's a bit... I get Alien vibes a little bit. Mm-hmm. But then they had a rewrite by Steven D'Souza of Die Hard and various other great movies.
Okay.
And it was later retitled The Isobar Run, and it's this is where it goes downhill, and it swapped out the monster for a highly mobile plant hybrid, an aggressive organism capable of hunting down water in arid conditions. I mean, it starts just getting terrible. There's various updates since, but basically it's been in development hell with a different director, Peter Winther.
Christ, I'm not too surprised. It sounds like what you're describing to me just sounds like a chaotic mess.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
It sounded good to start with. I don't know why they had to ruin it.
I know.
But never happened. Do you know the movie Fantastic Voyage?
No.
It's a 1966 sci-fi movie.
Okay.
And so late 90s, this is be around the time of Godzilla, around 98, Roland Emmerich was going to direct a remake of it. All got very excitable. 10 years later, it still hadn't happened, but they sort of reiterated that Roland Emmerich was going to be the director. And then his company, I forget the name of it, was producing it alongside James Cameron's company, Lightstorm Entertainment. But Roland disagreed with Cameron's idea to set it in the future, and then suddenly Paul Greengrass's name started getting thrown around, Mr. Bourne, to direct it instead of Roland Emmerich. And Emmerich left to work on 2012. Then only a couple of years ago, 2024, Emmerich said that he left it because of James Cameron's creative interference.
Well, that's not surprising, is it? I mean,
this is a quote. She says, "James Cameron is very overbearing, and so I at one point just gave up because it's like, is this your movie or my movie?" I said, "Gosh, why is he so overbearing?" Yes. And he just went, "I'm totally not interested." Simple as that. So when somebody else wants to say something to me and is more powerful than me, I drop out.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. I know James Cameron can be quite, like that.
And if you're interested in what James Cameron had to say about Roland Emmerich talking about him like that in the press, he just said, "Yes, I'm overbearing. Damn right. When it's a project where I've contributed to the writing, I might actually have an opinion on it. I actually don't even remember talking to Roland Emmerich about it."
Excellent. Excellent.
And then we get to Godzilla, which you just talked about in 1998. TriStar, who made it, had originally planned for years to make it as a trilogy. And Dean Devlin, who he wrote Godzilla, I think, he said, this is a quote, "We have a Godzilla trilogy in mind. The second one is remarkably different from the first one, and if it's embraced, a third one would make a whole lot of sense. I don't see us doing more than 3, thank God, but I would love to finish telling the story." So they commissioned a treatment by Tab Murphy, who did, one of his first movies was Gorillas in the Mist.
Oh, wow.
And they called this movie Godzilla 2.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. God, that's going to be on our bloody end of year wrap as our most common word again.
Brilliant.
The sequel would have been about a giant insect in Sydney. Not that fast already. It was abandoned by the studio, according to a lack of enthusiasm from fans, audiences, theatre owners, and licensees, which is pretty much everybody.
I can basically, I mean, what, you haven't sold it to me at all. Yeah.
No. And then they said there's budget issues and all sorts of things. But yeah, that just sounds like absolute dog shit.
It sounds like ass, for sure.
Yeah. So then we come into the 2000s and things get a bit more interesting again. There was a movie called Alien Prison. Now, my first thought was there some sort of Aliens spin-off sequel, whatever? But no.
Oh, okay.
So Roland Emmerich was in talks to direct it, and there was a draft written by Andrew W. Marlowe, who did Air Force One, End of Days, Hollow Man, some really good movies.
Oh, Hollow Man. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And here's the log line for this movie. 6 humans are abducted by aliens and taken into another solar system, where aliens spend years studying and torturously experimenting on them. Prisoners finally get a chance to escape, but along the way, they also discover how aliens are preparing for a full-scale invasion of Earth, so they decide to stop them.
Whoa.
I'm in for that.
Sounds cool. I like that.
Yeah. Didn't happen, was in development hell, never heard any more about it.
What a shame.
It's what I find weird, and we haven't even got through this list yet, but there's quite a lot of good movies out there that haven't been made when quite a lot of shit movies have been made.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny, you do read about a lot of films that have got stuck in development hell, or, a movie will eventually get aired, but it was written in 1986, and it was going to have this director, but then that director, and then this guy was attached, and then that guy was attached. It's like, Christ, what? Can you stop this development hell business? Sign off on it and make it happen. It's weird.
Happen. Get shit done.
Yeah, I mean, I would. God, yeah.
Would you like a 2003 movie about Tutankhamun?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
is it set in space? Because he's already done it. We've just watched it.
I don't think it is. This goes back to...
This is the remake. It was Ra before, wasn't it? Now we've got Tutankhamun.
Yeah. Say hi to Tutankhamun.
Asshole.
Yeah. This is Roland Emmerich's love of the Egyptians again, I think. Mm-hmm. So it was announced in about 2003 that he would be making this movie after the day after tomorrow. So is that kind of publicly going to happen? And it was quoted as being an action-adventure love story about the young pharaoh Tutankhamun and his attempt to reclaim his throne and save his country after the death of his father.
Okay.
Of all the biopics and stuff that have been made, why has that not been made? I mean, maybe it has, and we don't know about it, but I'm up for that. I don't know if I'd want Roland Emmerich directing it. No offence, Roland.
No, I know, right?
Did I say Roman? I don't know. Roland. Anyway.
Roland.
Rodney, or whatever you called him earlier.
Ronald.
Ronald. Yeah, but no, that sounds quite good to me.
Interesting.
Then this is a good one. This is topical anyway.
Is there a lot of them then?
A lot of what?
Of these films? Like, what I mean is the list extensive, is it?
I pulled out about 6, and there is probably 3 times as many.
Whoa, okay.
Some of them, got made by other people or whatever that I didn't bother going into. But yeah. So 2004, it was announced that Emmerich would develop and direct the political thriller Anthem for Columbia Pictures. It apparently was about an impeached president who refuses to leave the White House and an FBI agent rushing to discover the truth behind the top-level conspiracy that threatens to undermine the Constitution.
So is that 2004, you say?
So that was 2004. Let's just call it a 2026 documentary.
Right? Whoa. They're never going to let you into America if you say things like that. Wow.
Yeah, right?
Nuts.
I mean,
dude.
I mean, it sounds interesting now. I don't know how interesting that would have sounded in 2004.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got kind of not Argo, but there's films. There was a film about like conspiracies in the White House that came out that was quite good. I've forgotten all about it, but yeah. The last, unless not the last one, there's one after this. But go from 2004 to 2011, and in a similar vein, there was a movie called Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Okay.
So Roland Emmerich talked about wanting to make this movie, and it was going to be the film he made after Anonymous.
Has it got something to do with Marilyn Monroe by any chance?
Well, he said the title will tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's set to be a bit of a digital experiment about recreating actors that have died. So 2011. So it's going to feature JFK and Marilyn Monroe as minor characters.
Okay.
And I remember, when did Blade Runner, whatever the sequel, come out? Because that had a lot of this kind of stuff in it, didn't it? I think Marilyn Monroe was in it. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Oh.
I haven't seen this. I've seen the sequel once, some time ago.
So Emmerich described the script as a historical thriller about how the FBI and its forces conspired to bring down the Kennedys.
Okay.
But it was difficult to make or difficult to finance because of the questionable political subject matter.
Sure.
Which could be said about Anthem as well before it. So it was 2011. 2016, he said he was reluctant to take it on anytime soon because the technology wasn't quite there. He said that's not totally possible now, but pretty soon. We're probably there. We are there, let's be honest. We're there now. Yeah. Because I see things on TikTok every day that people are making in their mum's basement that looked pretty good. Then in 2022, he's kept saying he still wanted to make it. When asked about his dream project during a panel at the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con, he singled this movie out as his favourite script, but said it was constantly held up by legal issues and stuff.
Sure.
So I doubt it'll ever get made.
That's a shame, isn't it?
It doesn't excite me as much as some of the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, the person you want making that is Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
Why not? He also almost made a Planet of the Apes remake, a Spider-Man movie, and a movie about asteroids, the video game.
Oh, God.
Wow. But there's one last movie on the list.
Go on.
That I thought I'd save for the end.
Mm-hmm.
In 1997, it was reported that Sony Pictures had approached Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin to serve as director and producer of a new James Bond film.
It went 97. So
Tomorrow Never Dies, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that would have been after GoldenEye. So yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies. No way.
So they wanted something inspired by Thunderball, which is the weirdest choice because we've done that, right?
It's been done. Why do it again?
Twice. Yeah. We did Thunderball and then
Never Say Never
again, which they should listen to. Maybe they did. But then by January 98, it was reported that they were holding off on committing to the project because there was legal issues and a lawsuit going on behind the scenes over MGM developing a rival series of Bond films, which is a whole load of thing that we can't be bothered to get into because it sounds boring and Bond's been held up by enough legal things over the years. But would you want a Roland Emmerich Bond film? No. Right.
No, I wouldn't. No, that's the thing. I've got no issue with him as a director. He's made some good films, but it just wouldn't work. It would just be a bit too bombastic. The fucking world's blown up.
It might end up like Die Another Day.
God, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want an Emmerich Bond film. Sorry, Ronald.
Sorry, Ronald.
Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, Bond film. We're getting closer and closer to the Bond. They keep talking about who's casting in it. We're never getting any answers. And it's going to be fucking years away.
Of course, it's going to be years and years away. But yeah, fine.
What of all those unmade movies would you say is your favourite? Or one you'd like to see the most? The train one? Alien Prison? Tutankhamun?
I did that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it's not in space?
Even if it's not in space. No, I think so. I think that one interests me the most out of all the things you've sort of pitched to me. I don't think I'm particularly bothered by any of it, actually. But maybe that's just because, I don't know, there's not a whole brief there, just because they've never really come to fruition. No, the one about Tutankhamun, I think that'd be quite interesting. I'll be up for watching that. Or the reboot of fucking Stargate, which is, maybe coming.
It's funny you say that, because I was about to ask you.
Is he involved in it?
No, I don't know any more about it.
Oh, okay.
But what I was going to say is, of all the Roland Emmerich movies we just listed off, the ones that actually been made,
yes,
or Stargate TV series,
yeah.
If you had to watch one of them, what would you watch?
Oh, dude, if I had to pick one,
you can watch the Stargate TV series, whichever one, or one of his movies.
So I can watch the whole series.
Yeah,
yeah. That's a lot of entertainment.
Yeah.
Like,
what intrigues you most?
What's the situation am I stuck in? Am I stuck on a desert island with nothing to do?
Yeah, you got Stargate SG-1, you got Stargate Atlantis.
Well, I'll watch SG-1 then, because...
Would you?
Well, because if I'm stuck on a desert island with nothing else to do, and a TV and a box
don't try
set,
and put fucking logistics on it. You could be at home for a week. You got a week off. You got a week off.
Oh, in that case,
Independence Day 2.
Well, no, I'm going to watch The Patriot because I've never seen it before.
Oh, okay.
And that's of all the films I think I would like to see that, or. I don't think I've seen it. So yeah, I'd like to watch that because I've not seen it. That's why I would choose that one, not because I'd want to watch any of the others. I quite like Independence Day, but I've never seen The Patriot, so that one.
Interesting that of all the options I gave you, you chose the two historical pieces. You chose The Patriot and Tutankhamun.
Well, is it surprising at all? I've got a massive hard-on for history. Jesus.
That should be the name of our history podcast.
Hard on for history.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love it.
And that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to talk about Roland Emmerich or Stargate?
No, I'm quite happy. I'm Stargated out. And Roland Emmerich's out.
So join me and AJ next week for the main Rewind show, as we'll be going to... What year is it? Crikey, it's an old one.
Shit, it's old. It's like 80-something.
1987 for a Rob Reiner classic starring Andre the Giant, which I've never seen. You really like. It's The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Sorry about the mess. See you next time.
Bye.